Yeah, you can hear certain sound, or you can ignore it. Or Presti, should I be a radio presenter? This is Sweet Music Drive. Akula Presti, please welcome. He's here. Sweet Music Drive. Presti, are we set? Is it just the sound? Hello, so welcome to Sweet Music Drive, Sweet Music, and National Bible Quiz Fan Base Talk with your host Vanessa. I guess a GHAMSU member. We are going to defeat this year. Yeah, we are slaughtering all of them, small. Yeah, butu omunina. No matter what they do, we are winning this year. We shall not lose. We are winning. We have won. Everything is set and done. Yes. I think I've said everything I have to say. I don't even know what to say again. Is it still echoing? Because I'm tired and all my words are done. I've been talking since. Yes, we are getting the sound, but it's echoing. So they are trying to check the echo. It's echoing, yeah. Like resounding. Welcome back. Is it better? Like, are we talking? Everything is fine. Sweet music again. Yes. So, Presi, are you okay with it? Presi, where will the host sit? Okay, so welcome back to the National Bible Quiz Fan Talk Edition. This is the 2024 National Bible Quiz Edition with the reigning champions, GHAMSU Local. No, GHAMSU UG Local, yeah. They won last year and they think they will win again, but it's a lie. Life City Church.
what's going to happen, who is going to win, and all this stuff. And we are very excited to bring you this wonderful show where we'll be discussing, previewing, reviewing all of the stuff that's going to be happening during the quiz. So right from here in the studio and also on the quiz grounds in the next couple of weeks, we are going to be looking at all that will be happening during the quiz. And I'm so excited to be hosting this for you. My name is Reverend Samuel Akresi, and I would be riding you through this period in a short while. Today, I have a very interesting guest who would be taking us through the journey they've had through the quiz and all stuff like that. It's going to be a very interesting discussion to catch up on things that have happened and to look out for what we'll be expecting in the coming days. So stay with us. We'll be back shortly after this break. I would introduce my guest to you, and then we'll get into the discussion. This is the NBQ Fans Show. Please stay with us. So if you're live right now with us on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, please tag a friend, tag your church, tag your university, tag your school. Get somebody to join us, and let's have this discussion with the hashtag NBQ 2024 or hashtag tag your church. So this afternoon, like I said, I have a very interesting guest. He was part of the national championship last year, and interestingly, they won the championship. And this year, we are here to have this discussion. It's no other than Kofi Larbi Asare. I got it right. Yeah, Kofi. So you're welcome this afternoon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
I'm very fine. What about you?
I'm fine. It's excellent. So let's start off from. You were with GHAMSU, right?
Yeah.
So GHAMSU won the quiz last year, after a very interesting turn of event. Yeah. But how was the experience for you generally, right from the beginning to the end? How was the experience for you?
So right from the institutional championship, I would say that the experience was quite. It was exciting.
Okay.
Very, very, very exciting. It was one of the most interesting parts of my life so far. I should say it was very exciting. I learned a lot within that period, and I thank God for that period.
Wow, exciting period. And so, how was your preparation like? I mean, both for the institutional championship and for the national championship. How was it like preparing as a team, deciding on who gets on, and all of that? How was it like for you? I mean, with GHAMSU.
As a team, it was because of the nature of the way the thing was. It was a bit straightforward at the beginning, because when we first entered the competition, that's the institutional championship, we wanted to see how it goes. We're not bent on winning initially, but as we saw that we actually could do this, then we shifted our perspective.
Oh, so initially it was okay. Let's go test the waters. And then after testing the waters, you realize I didn't have a foul.
The waters were sweet. We wanted to take a swim.
You wanted to take a swim.
Yeah.
And so maybe because of the tendency of wanting to test the waters, would you say that's what affected you in not winning the institutional championship last year?
Exactly.
Wow.
It was one of the major factors. Of course, there were other factors, but it was one of the major things that caused us not to, or to come short in the institutional championship. Yeah.
Oh, but would there be any other thing? I mean, of course, you had the institutional championships also had qualifying stages, and then you went into a semi-final and a final. So what would you say changed between losing to DLCF in the institutional championship and then going all the way to win at the finals of the national championship?
Perspective and mentality and the level of preparation.
Okay.
Yeah, it changed drastically.
Your level of preparation changed?
Yeah.
Drastically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you can share with us what happened. I mean, so let's say you were reading whatever. What were the drills? What were some of the things you guys were doing which changed from the very first time, I mean, or from the institutional championship towards the final?
The institutional championship has had a scope. The national championship also had a scope, but the national championship scope was basically like the whole Bible.
Okay.
So definitely the preparation has to change because it's not the same scope. One is bigger than the other, so there has to be more time reading, more time memorizing, more time quizzing and all that, paying attention to all parts of the Bible. Unlike the institutional championship, where you have to pay attention to a specific book, maybe one person can master a specific book and the others. But when it comes to the national championship, you can't do that, else you'll be at risk, a serious risk. And another thing is that I feel we're a bit complacent in the institutional championship.
Oh,
we're a bit complacent because it got to a point we getting to the final. We didn't actually imagine that we could lose.
Oh,
yeah, we didn't imagine that we could lose. We were like, it's another contest, another win. Like,
okay,
we'll scrap our way to it. We'll definitely win. But when we lost, I think by the fourth round we knew that we had lost.
Okay.
And so when we lost, it gave us a sucker punch and to reality that we can actually lose. So let's sit up.
So you have to sit up.
Yeah.
It's not the usual drill every day.
Then we come and just do something.
Like you do something and then you score some points here, there, and then it works.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting. So it's been an interesting journey. I mean, so tell me, how many were you originally in the team? So, like, what was the constitution of the team like? And then what went into deciding, okay, who shows up at the quiz? I mean, who is sitting on the fence as a sub and all of those things?
Well, as a team, I think we're, in terms of contestants, we're 4.
Okay.
4 contestants, 3 guys and one girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Prior to that time, I think a year before GHAMSU, sometimes we do these quizzes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just for fun. Yeah, or to see how. So through those quizzes, our coordinators identified that, some of these people were good. So when the time came for the quiz, it made it easy to select because, using those quizzes that we had done, we just use that to gather the team.
Okay.
Then we move on. So it made the selection very simple.
Okay, at least so you had it. The coordinators had a fair idea of everybody's strengths.
Yeah.
And you built on from
way before the quiz time.
Way before the quiz time. Interesting. So what would you say was your most difficult part of the journey last year?
Okay, difficult part of the journey. It was losing the institutional championship.
Okay.
Yeah. We had to live with it and see that, we have a long way to go. Though we've gotten somewhere, there's a long way to go if we are going to be national champions. Because if even institutional championship, this is what is happening. It means we have to really step up. So psyching ourselves mentally and moving forward was a challenge, but we managed to pull through.
Okay. But I mean, we've talked about difficulties, but is there any moment that stood out for you? Like, okay, this was your most memorable point of the entire journey last year?
I think it was time with my team.
Okay.
Most times it was a great time of fellowship with them. Most of them I knew them, but not so. We're not so close. Okay. But through the quiz and studying together, you are studying together, you are quizzing together, you are breaking bread together, and all those things. It created a bond.
Okay.
Up to now, we still can't break the bond, even though I'm out of school somewhere else, but we still can't break the bond. So it made it very, very memorable.
Oh wow! So for you, what do you think is lies ahead for you? I mean, even beyond the quiz and all, looking at what you've done so far.
In terms of, as in lies ahead.
Yeah. What's ahead for you in terms of life generally? I mean, beyond even the quiz and looking at the tangent of all that the quiz has brought into your life.
Well, definitely, it shows that great things lie ahead. Winning such a quiz, it's by the grace of God, and the same God that was with me throughout this quiz journey is surely going to be with me in life. And yeah.
Okay, interesting. It's getting very, very interesting. We will take a break here. When we come back, we'll be looking at what life has been after school. I mean, knowing that now you are a national service person and all of that. And then a few other things around that. And then we'll pursue forward into what we're expecting for the quiz this year. So we'll be back shortly after this break. Don't go away. You can send in your questions, actually. If you have a question for Kofi, for the team or anything, you can send in your questions as the show goes on, and we'll be glad to answer them. If it has to go to Kofi, I'll do that. If I have to take it up, we'll do that. But we will be glad to answer them as the time goes on. So please stay with us. We'll be back shortly after this break to delve more into the quiz. This is the NBQ Fans Show.
And the grain or cereal offering. So you got 1 out of the 2. All right. Preamble to all teams, listen carefully. The following passage is an extract from 1 John chapter 2, verses 12 to 14. Fill in the blank spaces to complete the passage. EPSU. I write to you, little children, because dash, for his name's sake. I write to you, fathers, because dash, who is dash? I'll take it again. I write to you, little children, because dash, for his name's sake. I write to you, fathers, because dash, who is dash? Your time is up. GHAMSU, let's go.
Your sins are forgiven. That's the first dash. There's other dashes. You know him who is from the beginning.
Correct for 1 point. Noobsji, your question. I write to you, young men, because dash. I write to you, little children, because dash. I have written to you, fathers, because dash. I'll take it again. I write to you, young men. Next question. Which of the fivefold ministry offices will you ascribe to Apollos and why?
Apollos will be a pastor, because Paul says that Apollos watered, and the pastors are known for watering the flock or to give food to the members in the church.
I am known to exist in 3 different variations. I am a biblical unit of measurement. In ancient times, I was the most common standard for both weight and value. My weight in modern units is approximately 11 years old. That's in units. Yes, GHAMSU. Shekel is the right answer. So I was third riddle. I told myself 3 times fortunately. I was exempted from an execution list I should have been part of. I partially survived an accident that should have rendered me bedridden. I was also spared by the king after failing to go with him in the matter of life and death. By a divine orchestration of kindness, I was called from a town of forgotten people to peace. Yes, GHAMSU. That's correct. I was
you welcome back from that break. I guess you saw all those interesting videos and some of the answers that Kofi and his team were given during the quiz last year. I mean, reliving those moments, exciting days they were. Think about, so your first contest, I think you won by 60 points or something.
Yeah.
It was also one of the high scores of that particular day. And looking back at all of those things and how the questions were coming, of course, like you said, the scope had changed. So when you started hearing the questions during the competition at the national championship, what changed for you in your preparation when you started hearing the questions?
Well, it informed us of what to pay attention to, because each round has the way the questions look like. So when you are listening to maybe one quarterfinal question, it gives you an idea of how the rest is going to look like. Not necessarily, but you sometimes can predict that these are the
type of questions
that are being asked
to look out for.
Yeah.
So then that began to shape how you look at all of those questions.
Quarterfinal.
Interesting. So you're currently a national service personnel.
Yeah.
Where are you at the moment?
I'm at Achimota School.
Achimota School.
Yes.
Interesting. Why did you choose Achimota? Or why did Achimota choose you? We do know that obviously we have two ways of getting into national service. You see that you're applying to an institution and they are picking you, or vice versa. So how did you get into Achimota?
I was advised to go there.
You were advised to go there. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
From where did the advice come from?
My superiors.
Your superiors?
Yeah.
In Achimota?
Yeah.
So that's your old school?
Yes, please.
So you decided to go back to your old school?
Yes, please.
Interesting. So what do you do there as a national service personnel?
I teach.
You teach?
Yes, please.
What subject?
Sometimes math, sometimes history. It depends.
It depends.
Yeah.
Why? What did you read in the university?
Oh, I read accounting.
You read accounting?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. A lot of calculation and things. So sometimes you're helping with the math class.
Yeah.
But it is a business department there.
No.
Oh, you guys don't have a business
No,
school
not
at all. So you don't get to teach accounting or anything like that. Okay. So how's it been so far? You're almost done with service.
Yeah. It's been impactful because you get to interact with the younger generation, influence them for Christ. You know, it's great. It's great. The ability to be able to direct their lives in the way God wants is what makes it more fulfilling.
Interesting. So beyond the interaction with the younger ones, I almost said children, but the adolescents. Somebody would strike me for that. How have you approached, considering the fact that you were also there in the school and having moved from there, been through your first degree and now coming back? How have you now? How has that shaped your approach towards interacting with them?
So first of all, Scripture shaped me. Scripture has shaped me to understand their plight better, and also the fact that I was in a similar situation as they were makes it easy for me to relate with them. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So after service, what next? What's the plan? Let's see. Hey, Onupa, you are just seeing. Or like, are you hoping to stay there for a while, or you are hoping to move on from there?
I would move on from there.
You would move on from there,
Yeah.
but we have to keep that under the wraps for the moment. Thank you very much. That's interesting. There are some interesting questions coming in. I will. Let me ask this one. Somebody. Lord says, what can you say about the strength of the current GHAMSU team as compared to last year?
As compared to last year, I think it should be similar.
Okay.
Similar. Just that definitely there are different personalities. So there are each everyone, for example, if I was the one on the stage, I have a different way of approaching things. The current contestants also have a different way of approaching things, but I think it's similar.
Interesting. I would definitely get onto some of those questions because they seem to be. let me ask this one too. There's this other one which says. It says, last year you said you were coming to test the waters during the institutional championship. Was it the same thing this year?
This year, no. So, don't get me wrong. Last year, initially we began with, not that we came to test the waters. Don't get me wrong. We had a mind that, let's see how it goes.
Okay.
But if it goes well, then so that's the mind we came with.
Okay.
Not that we came to test the water space. We actually wanted to win.
Okay.
But we didn't see that from the beginning. But the national championship, we saw that from the beginning that we want to win.
Okay.
That's why we came. We didn't
that was
come
the whole
to test.
mandate.
We did nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. That question also came in from Lord. There are a few other questions from JT. Interesting. We'll get to JT's questions in a bit. But we will take another break shortly. And then when we come back, including JT, because JT's questions are more centered around what's going to happen with the quiz this year and all of that. Then we will get into what your expectations is going to be like this year, what we should look out for, what you have gleaned from all the institutional championships that have happened, and what we should expect. Yeah. So we'll be back shortly after the break, and we'll be delving into those interesting things to expect this year during the quiz. So don't get away from your set. We'll be back shortly to discuss what to expect during the quiz this year.
Araba, there are some people at the door. Go and tell them I have traveled to Russia.
Yes, Daddy.
Where's your father?
My father said I should tell you he has traveled to Russia.
Your father has killed me. I sent him money from America to complete my house for me.
Are all student association contributions?
Even the money from the fundraiser for Kweku's surgery.
Oh! He too? Don't be a victim. If you're contributing to a project, alumni dues, or any public campaign, Chango is your best choice. Chango keeps track of all donations and gives you the power to know exactly where the money goes. Chango is approved by Bank of Ghana. Call 0270-066-614 or visit changoapp.com for more information.
Uncle, my father is hiding under the bed.
Oh, Araba.
Chango for your groupings and crowdfunding.
In the beginning was the Word, and do you have the Word? Ladies and gentlemen, in your Bible Kweba, Bible Nole, one side there, or your Gavim, other side there, or your bluff, walk on your bluff, and which on a call Lucia, Kote Gamake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something I highly recommend. Please come to the Bible Society's bookshop, and I guarantee you, you're not only going to get the best Bible, but you can also get a Bible that you will understand. Understanding is important. My name is Reverend Azigiza, and I look forward to seeing you. Anyway, this is my praise the Lord.
Our mission is to make God's word available, affordable, and encourage its use to transform.
That time of the day when you're just settling in. You know, mid-morning, lunchtime. You know your day is going to be just amazing once you're tuned in to your number one Christian radio, Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM. It's toe-tapping Sweet Melodies. Just the right groove and great vibes for your morning. Tune in from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. every weekday on Sweet Melodies FM 94.3. Make a date. Toe-tapping Sweet Melodies. Music so sweet, you can't help but tap your feet.
New songs, theme songs, Pentecostal songs, hymns, and spiritual songs, dripping with the oil of the Holy Ghost on psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. Don't you worry, your healing awaits you here. Don't despair, you will be inspired to continue the journey. Psalms, hymns, and spiritual songs. The place to be every Wednesday at 4:30 p.m. here on Pent TV.
Welcome to Sweet Music, your home of original musical instruments at the most affordable prices. Drum sets, keyboards, pianos, bass and
experience. Contact us today and let's make some noise together.
This again is the NBQ Fans Show where we interact about all the things regarding the quiz. I mean, the highlights you need to know, the fun times happening, all of the action. So you want to tag somebody, invite someone, comment. Let's see what's happening with you as we go through the show. Kofi, so we want to quickly take a look at what the quiz is going to be like this year, what the championship is going to be like this year. So as we already know, this year we've moved beyond 4 institutions to 12. How do you see the new, I mean, all of that has been happening, the institutional championships from all 12 universities that's happened so far?
So because of, I think, the number, it's going to be much more competitive than last year.
Okay.
Much more competitive than last year because there's a larger sample space. A lot of people are competing. People with different knowledge, different capabilities, different levels of preparation are all coming from all parts of Ghana to compete for this one trophy. So it's going to be very. I expect a very tough competition with lots of surprises, though.
Oh, interesting. So, have you followed any of the institutional championships apart from what happened at UG?
Yeah, a few of them.
A few of them.
Yeah.
What were some of the highlights for you?
You mean some of the teams or?
Yeah.
Some of the teams. I think I saw GHAMSU UG.
Okay.
Yeah, very good team.
Okay.
Very sharp team. I saw Apusaki and UST. I saw EPSU is a household name. I think I saw Apusa UCC.
Okay.
Yeah, I also saw the usual teams. I think I saw Pensaki and UST.
Okay.
Yeah, very good team.
Solid team as well.
Very solid team. Then I think the UENR teams, some of them were very good. Some of them very good.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Is it United that we are losing this year? Yeah, unfortunately, they will not be partaking.
I think it's a plus for us.
When you saw them, we were like, no.
Yeah,
the guys were on fire.
Things more difficult.
So it makes it more relaxed and exciting for you. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at some of the contests that will be happening, and if there are any of them that you are really sitting on tenterhooks for, or of course, when GHAMSU is competing, I know you are rooting for them. Regardless of wherever they are from. But on day one of the championship this year, during the 1/8 stage. So for those of you who aren't aware, following the quiz so far, this year is going to start from the 1/8 stage with 45 teams, and then the seeded teams from last year, that is those who made it to the semi-finals, will join those who qualify from the 1/8 for the quarter-final.
Yeah.
And then we move to the semi-final and then to the final. So day one, we're going to be having Pensa UMAT versus AGCM Legon versus EPSU UEW. Then we'll have WCF, that's Winners Chapel, Legon, New Breed KNUST, and GHAMSU UDS. Hard. That's a hard one.
It's going to be a tough contest.
That will be a tough one. And then NUBSG has Noops KNUST and Kasa UMAT.
Another very... You don't know how it's going to go because the teams there... I think I've watched NUBSG UHAS. I've watched Noops KNUST.
Okay.
I think I have watched a bit of Kasa KNUST.
Okay.
Yeah. So...
Tough
it's
one.
It's going to be a tough one.
Who do you think would emerge if we were pushed to the wall?
If I was pushed to the wall, I would say NUBSG UHAS.
NUBSG UHAS. Interesting. Okay, day two. Let's look at day two. AGCM UHAS, AGCM UMAT, GESAM UHAS. So you have two churches from... Sorry, that was day 4, right? Oh, I jumped all the way. Forgive me. Yeah, I jumped. I should have gone this way. I went that way. So that's Aposa UCC, Pensa UCC, then UCOCM UW. Sorry, UCGCM UW. Then you have Pensa KNUST, GCCI Ligon, and then is it the HISA or the HESA UEW? Then you have Pensa UEW, CASA UCC, and GESAM ATU.
Contest. I don't know much. I don't know much about. I think Pensa UW are they champions? Pensa, yeah. I remember Pensa UW are champions. But contest, the first and second contest on those days.
On those 2 days.
Will be very tough, especially contest 2. Pensa KNUST and GCCI.
Okay.
GCCI and the HESA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. I really don't know who
is winning that one.
But Pensa KNUST looks stronger.
Okay.
But, GCCI is a team that you don't sleep on them. They are very good. They are very good, and they can surprise you at any time.
Interesting. Let me jump to day 5. I mean, there's quite a lot happening. Okay, so day 3, for instance, we have Noobs UDS, then Noobs TTU, and then Noobs UMAT. That's contest 1. Contest 2 for
they should see their pastors and sort it out.
Like you had the DLCF semi-final last year. A lot of that is going to happen because obviously you have similar denominations in various universities. So like that is happening interestingly. Then you have NUBSI ATU, GESAM UMAT, DLCF UMAT. Then you have AGCM KNUST, GHAMSU UW, and CASA KNUST for the third contest.
AGCM KNUST, another very good team.
Another very solid side.
Last year, I feel like the reason why they went out is because they made a stronger team. And it was their first time in anything related to the National Bible Quiz. And meeting a team that is already has their feet in the ground, and it's not the best. But yeah, I think they're a very strong team. Regardless, they put up a good fight.
I think, like you said, this year is going to be more difficult to sail through because now everybody has had a taste of what the championship looks like. KNUST last year came with their own format, and then they just came into the championship.
And I was very, very surprised last year.
Yeah.
I didn't tip the KNUST teams to perform so much because to give them the benefit of the doubt, they hadn't done anything relating to the Bible quiz.
Yeah.
But they came in like,
don't worry, it's the University of Spiritual Teaching. You get it.
They almost almost won. They almost
spiritual
won.
antennas are always alert.
I see.
Yeah, like that. So I think this year is going to be more and more exciting because now we've had institutional championships from all the institutions, and everybody is poised for action. So day 4, another interesting day. AGCM UHAS, AGCM UMAT, and then GESAM UHAS. So 2 UHAS and then 2 AGCMs on the same day. Then the second contest on that day would be Aposa KNUST, Pensa Ligon, and Aposa Ligon. That's championship. I think people need to start consulting each other and see what they can do.
Pensa Ligon, Aposa KNUST, Aposa Ligon.
Aposa Ligon. That's like.
I think I mentioned Aposa KNUST, one of the teams to watch.
To watch out for.
They were very good. They were very good. Not just because when people say that maybe a team is good, they look at the points that the team looks. But from our end, we look at the kind of questions that the team was able to answer.
And you're like, no.
Yeah, wow, this contestant is very good. You have to watch out for the person. And I think Aposa KNUST were very, 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 very good. And we're very confident too. So it's going to be a tough one. Pensa Ligon to a team that
Charlie, you can't write over there.
My little lady over there, she's just troublesome.
Okay, the final contest on that day will be between AGCM TTU, AGCM UW, and NUBSI UW.
For these ones, I've not watched them so much, so I can't predict.
Okay, so day 5 we have DLCF STU, then you have NUBSI UDS. And then AGCM ATU. Second contest, New Breed UG, GHAMSU KNUST, and Aposa HTU. Then the third contest will be between EBSU HTU, New Breed UEW, and GHAMSU HTU. Who's your pick on that day?
On that,
yeah.
Well, I have to bias a bit and go for New Breed UG. Because yeah, I think they have enough experience because they were in last year's League One Championship, last year's National Championship, this year's League One Championship. They're coming again. I think they should have gotten enough experience to make it happen.
To make it happen.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen on day 6 is that after all these championships, the highest losing schools, because you never dropped out, it means we couldn't have all the total number of institutions we needed for the 1/8 stage. Yep. So what is going to happen is all the highest losing schools or the highest losing churches from the various competitions between day 1 and day 5 are going to be drawn into 3 contests on day 6.
Back-to-back action.
Yeah, back-to-back. So like we kept saying, I mean, just lose well. You know, even if you are losing, you lose well because you never know. Once you lose well, you still have the opportunity to compete and then qualify.
The losing well, it depends. There are some teams that are really greedy. Remember last year, is it DLC? DLC they were winning. They were
like they won't let you get any bonus.
They're still amassing the points. I'm like, you guys relax.
You have won.
Yeah, you've won. You get it?
Yeah. So I mean, once you know that, you keep grinding. You never know how that turns out to be for you. Interesting. So you've already mentioned that you're expecting the Aposa UCC, Aposa KNUST, the Legon, those kind of interesting contests to look out for. But like we've said generally, I think that we are expecting that this year will be tougher and much more difficult than last year. So nobody comes in thinking that you won your institution, so that's it.
Exactly what happened last year.
Yeah. So DLCF thought that they won there.
Oh, I'm not in their minds. So
no, but you just said exactly what happened last year.
I said, but
it's like you are just shading the people right now.
No, I'm saying that don't expect that. Don't think that because you've won, because there are 2 different competitions.
Okay.
With 2 different scoops, you get it, and 2 different levels of preparation. There's a lot that's different. Even the stage is different. So preparing for the nationals is way different from preparing for the institutional. So I think that is what's going to determine. Somebody can take the institutional very seriously and win the Benelux, get to the nationals, and you have yourself to blame.
Okay.
Other teams will take the national championship very, very seriously. Another team I want to speak about is DLCF KNUST.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you look at them in their institution, I watched their contest, and they didn't look prepared. So if you not watch the quiz for some time, you think that because this year they did this and they didn't look prepared, therefore this year they will be. But if you watch his outlook, outlook, realize that they are still a very, very top, and they might even win this year because they still have that level. It just wasn't their D and doing.
Sure.
So imagine if they had put in much preparation, they are beating all the other teams.
Okay.
Even got into the final.
So nobody relaxes this year.
You shouldn't. I don't think you should.
Nobody should.
I don't think you should. You're making a big mistake. Because another thing is, one team maybe from, I think the first championship was UMAT or UNER.
Mm-hmm.
UNER.
Yeah.
UNER was the first championship. Yeah. So from that time, that was around, I think, March.
Yeah.
From March to September.
Yeah.
Come on, it's
people
like,
have
been prepared,
watched other competitions,
prepared ahead. So if you
them.
think their level at that time is the same as the nationals, then you'd be deceiving yourself. Yeah. So another thing is that you don't take any team for granted when you come to national. Don't say that in their championship this is how they prepared, therefore, or this is how they are, so therefore they might be totally different.
Yeah. Interesting. If I were to push you, to pick 3 teams that will make it to the final.
That's aside from GHAMSU.
Okay, so now GHAMSU is already in the final.
Oh, definitely.
Okay. You mean GHAMSU UG?
Yeah, GHAMSU UG is definitely in the final.
Okay, so GHAMSU UG is in the final. 2 others.
That'll be difficult. If you don't meet DLCF UG in the semis and everything goes well, definitely, I'm sure they should be in the final.
Okay.
They look more poised.
Okay.
They look more poised than like they want it.
So, like, if you meet them, you would have beaten them, so they don't make it to the final.
Definitely.
Interesting.
Chuku.
Please, Chuku has sent a message. I'll read it for you. I'll read.
Oh, Chuku is my boy. Chuku is my boy.
Chuku has sent a message. I'll read it for you.
Yeah.
Interesting. But before we go again, what do you think is GHAMSU's strength like this year? I mean, you sound very confident you are winning again.
Well, the thing about GHAMSU is that, like, we know how to get through.
Okay.
We know what to do. Just like the Bible says, Jesus himself knew what to do. By the grace of God,
so
we also...
He asked them to give them something to eat, but he knew what...
He knew, by the grace of God, we know what to do.
So you have told everybody to come, but you know what to do.
We know what to do. When it gets to the national championship, we know what to do.
Interesting. I've been reading some of the comments for you. You see. Okay, let's take a short break. When we come back, I'll be reading your comments. I'll be reading your questions to Kofi as well, and then we'll try and wrap up for the show today. So just stick with us. We'll be back shortly. Okay, you're welcome back. It's getting tensious and interesting, and I want to read some of the questions for you, just so.
Sure.
Yeah, Chukwemeka says, "Who do you see winning this year's championship apart from GHAMSU UG?"
DLCF UG.
DLCF UG.
Yeah. If in case GHAMSU doesn't win, I want my brothers from DLCF to win.
Wow. And he says, "How do you recover from your institutional defeat?"
How do we recover? Well, it's mentality.
Okay.
Mentality. Fine. We. Do you mean last year or?
Yeah, last year. How did you recover?
Well, yeah, fine. We've lost. I think we started recovering from the 4th round. When we're done with the 4th round, I realized that the points gap. We realized that we've lost. So we started telling ourselves that, Charlie, let's wait for the nationals. Then we said to ourselves that's fine, we've lost, but now there's another competition, there's another opportunity that we have. So it's the idea of looking forward to greater things. So we don't look back to the things that have happened. Just look forward. Yeah.
Okay. There's a question from TJ. He says, "What was the most terrifying moment during the contest for your team?"
Which of the contests?
Like last year, during the championship, what was the most terrifying moment for you?
Terrifying moment?
When DLCF was leading, how was it like for you?
You mean KNUST?
Yeah.
They were leading, fine. They are leading, but we're chasing after. It was a normal thing.
So it wasn't terrifying for you?
But if we say terrifying, I would say there were any terrifying moments. Yeah, I think the very first contest at the institutional was very terrifying because we're leading them from beginning to end, and all of a sudden these girls want to just overthrow, cast everything that just happened. Yeah, that was one point. Another one was the final.
Okay.
The very last riddle when the guy phrased, my heart just sank. Like this is the end. That's how I felt because this is the end. And when he missed it, my heart just came back and I was back on earth. Yeah, I think that was the most terrifying. Yeah.
Interesting. So, last question from JT. He says, which opponents gave you the toughest time? I think you've probably answered that. Was it Live City or was DLCF?
Toughest time. Pensacola also gave us a very tough time.
Okay.
Pensacola also gave us a very tough time, but I think I also gave it to DLCF KNUST in the fact for the fact that I didn't expect them to give us such a tough time. I was expecting EPSU.
Okay.
EPSU UCC to really give us a tough time, but at the end of the first round, I realized that whoa, these guys are something else. So they're really troubling us. They're really troubling us. I think I'll give it to them. DLCF KNUST.
DLCF. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see some of the other comments here. Oh Lord. Okay. Nana Kwame Bako says the man Kofi Larbi Asare.
My man.
Gideon says the strength of the current team is 2 Corinthians 12 verses 8 to 10. He says the strength of the current team is 2 Corinthians 12 verses 8 to 10. I'm reading that scripture for you. He says, for this thing I besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. Amen. Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses, for Christ's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Interesting.
I think he has said it.
He has said it all.
Yeah.
Yo, somebody's giving shout outs to New Breed UEW. Lisa. Okay. GHAMSU UG is known as national champions. That is why they carry the name of the nation. This Gideon guy, the way you people are trained shade today. Let me continue.
Which part of what he said is not true?
No, you are national. You are defending champions. Nobody takes that away from you. So let's just continue. It drew high. GHAMSU is everywhere. Please ask if the team was actually good. I really don't understand that question from Hughes Chikata. So Hugh says, okay, please ask Kofi, how will he rate day 1 contest 3 with respect to Noobs KNUST, checking from the past contest with Pensa, Noobs and EPSU. So let me quickly take a look at that contest for you. Day 1, Noobs which one? KNUST are competing with Noobs UHAS and Kasa UMAT. And Chikata's question is, how would you rate Noobs KNUST, checking from their previous contest?
I saw an improvement, like a great improvement from last year's national.
Okay.
During their institutional championship.
Okay.
So I give that to them. I also saw Nubji UHAS. I think that was one with the lady had a very, very strong team. So I think it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be a very tight contest. If all goes well, Noobs KNUST can edge them, but it should be a tight contest. No,
interesting.
Regardless, it should be a tight contest.
It should be a tight contest.
Yeah, it shouldn't be those contests where maybe one person carries a certain number of marks, 20 points, 30 points. No, not at all.
The Pensa people are coming. Gina says that the Pensa people, they are coming, so you should watch out for them.
We are watching.
You should watch out for them. Okay, let me see if there's any other comment or question that I should throw to you. I think the questions on that side are maybe we can take a pause on that side for now. I mean, time is fast spent. But finally, what would be your general comment for everybody that's getting ready to be part of the contest this year, for contestants and for fans alike?
I think for contestants and fans alike, be poised for exciting times. It's going to be, and this time it's 2 weeks, so 2 weeks of more excitement. Make sure that you don't sleep on any contest. Don't watch some and leave some, because every contest is going to be very exciting. Different schools, different contestants are bringing a different kind of energy around, different level of supporters. Last year, our brothers from UCC really shook the place. I was even in love with their morale and everything.
Yeah.
Though they didn't win in the end.
The morale was massive.
They won when it came to the morale.
Yeah.
I have to give it to them. And this year is going to be really big, given that I saw universities. I just would love to see such a packed place. People just around just to listen to the word of God.
Wow.
Essentially.
So get ready. So like we're saying, this is the NBQ Fans Show, and it's going to be running like this through the competition as well, and it's going to be exciting. This year, like we have said, the quiz is taking another interesting turn. We have 12 different institutions being represented. We have 54 different denominations from these 12 institutions that will be battling it out, and in the end, we are going to have one winner. So from 54, we'll have one winner, and we never know who it's going to be. Kofi here believes that if it's level 1 team standing, it will be GHAMSU GHAMSU UG. I almost said GHAMSU KNUST. Can you imagine?
Please.
I should please. So it's going to be exciting. We want to keep the conversation going. So follow us on NBQ Ghana, on X, on Twitter, or all social media handles. You can throw in your questions. You can throw in your shades. You can still. I mean, today he's here and he's shading everybody. Who knows? When we have somebody else, they will also come with their own shade. So you can shade whoever you want to shade, and it's going to be exciting. So just so you understand, the competition starts from the 16th of this month. Today is Today is 4th, Alu. 6th, yeah. Today is 6th of September, but the competition is starting in 10 days' time, on the 16th to the 29th. Yeah. So from 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, and then 21st, we're going to have the 1/8 stages. So between that Monday to Saturday, all the competitions are going to go, and then we continue the following week. In person, you can join us at the RS Amegashi Hall, University of Ghana Business School, Legon. RS Amegashi Hall, University of Ghana Business School. We're going to be there from the 16th to the 29th. So every day that the competition happens, it will be happening from there live. And then you can also join live on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube. So the comments I was reading were from Facebook and on X and YouTube. So on X, YouTube, and Facebook, you can also join us online. That is if you can't be in person. Yeah. The quiz would also be streaming live on Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM, and then on Pent TV. So there are so many avenues for you to join us through the competition. So Sweet Melodies will be carrying live, Pen TV will also be carrying live, and you don't want to miss any of these exciting and wonderful competitions. So please stay with us. Continue to tag your tag your school, tag your church, and want to say a big thank you to all our sponsors. We want to specially mention the following. So the 2024 edition of the National Bible Quiz is being brought to you by the National Bible Quiz Project in partnership with the Bible Society of Ghana. And then we have major sponsors like Sweet Music Pro Audio, Ghana's leading musical instrument store, IT Consortium, Ask TK Sounds, Visal Reassurance Brokers, Nikal Fabrics, Fortune Ghana, Owelma Ghana, Bell Smile, Soul Impact Productions, UGBS, that's University of Ghana Business School, and then the Volta Hall, University of Ghana. I want to say thank you to all of these for supporting us and for being with us through up till this time. And we know, I mean, whilst you're watching and you want to also support, our lines are still open. You can reach the handles. You can get to us, nbq@gmail.com, and then somebody will reach out to you, and we can get going. So thank you so much. Thank you, Kofi. It's been an exciting conversation. I trust that we can have many more of such in the coming days. So thank you again for sticking and watching with us today. Remember, the quiz starts on the 16th of September, sorry. But from now till then, we'll be having these very wonderful interactions. So keep your notifications on and join us whenever we have it. So thank you so much and have a wonderful evening. This has been the NBQ Fans Show. My name is Reverend Samuel Akresi. Have a wonderful day.
In the beginning was the word, and do you have the word? Ladies and gentlemen, in your Bible kweba, Bible no le, one side there or your gavim, other side there or your bluff, walk on your bluff, and which on a call Lucia, Kote Gamake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something I highly recommend. Please come to the Bible Society's bookshop, and I guarantee you, you're not only going to get the best Bible, but you can also get a Bible that you will understand. Understanding is important. My name is Reverend Azigiza, and I look forward to seeing you. Anyway, this is my praise the Lord.
Our mission is to make God's word available, affordable, and encourage its use to transform.
Araba, there are some people at the door. Go and tell them I have traveled to Russia.
Yes, Daddy.
Where's your father?
My father said I should tell you he has traveled to Russia.
Your father has killed me. I sent him money from America to complete my house for me.
Are all student association contributions?
Even the money from the fundraiser for Kweku's surgery.
Oh! He too? Don't be a victim. If you're contributing to a project, alumni dues, or any public campaign, Chango is your best choice. Chango keeps track of all donations and gives you the power to know exactly where the money goes. Chango is approved by Bank of Ghana. Call 0270-066-614 or visit changoapp.com for more information.
Uncle, my father is hiding under the bed.
Oh, Araba.
Chango for your groupings and crowdfunding.
That time of the day when you're just settling in. You know, mid-morning, brunch time. You know your day is going to be just amazing once you're tuned in to your number one Christian radio, Sweet Melodies 94.3 FM. It's toe-tapping sweet melodies. Just the right groove and great vibes for your morning. Tune in from 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. every weekday on Sweet Melodies FM 94.3. Make a date. Toe-tapping sweet melodies. Music so sweet, you can't help but tap your feet.
In the beginning was the word, and do you have the word? Ladies and gentlemen, in your Bible kweba, Bible no le, one side there or your gavim, other side there or your bluff, walk on your bluff, and which on I call Lucia, Kote Gamake. Ladies and gentlemen, this is something I highly recommend. Please come to the Bible Society's bookshop, and I guarantee you, you're not only going to get the best Bible, but you can also get a Bible that you will understand. Understanding is important. My name is Reverend Azigiza, and I look forward to seeing you. Anyway, this is my praise the Lord.
Our mission is to make God's word available, affordable, and encourage its use to transform.
Welcome to Sweet Music, your home of original musical instruments at the most affordable prices. Drum sets, keyboards, pianos, bass and guitars.
Araba, there are some people at the door. Go and tell them I have traveled to Russia.
Yes, Daddy.